What's up, everybody? Back at you again with another video. And Toyota has had their headquarters event in Plano, Texas, where they revealed a bunch of new models, and I'm going to be giving you an overview on each of the models. This video is not going to cover the trims that were revealed, such as the TRD Sport 4Runner Trail Edition, TRD Pro Tacoma, and also the Supra Carbon Fiber Edition, because they don't really add too many significant changes. But I do want to go over the three cars that aren't sold yet in Toyota's US lineup, and that's what this video will focus on. And those three models are the Corolla Cross, the GR86, and also the BZ4X. So let's just start with the Corolla Cross. If you want to see what I thought on the predictions, you can click on this video, which I'll probably have in the description or one of these bars up here. But it's going to be available in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, and it's going to be built on the TNGA-C platform, and it's going to use the 2-liter Dynamic Force engine, which produces 169 horsepower. I'm glad that they stepped it up from the available engines that are available in other countries. However, they didn't reveal the hybrid. They said that it could be revealed next year or something like that. But I feel like the hybrid would have been a pretty good car to sell here. So, and knowing Toyota and their history of hybrid technology, I'm surprised that they didn't introduce the hybrid version of this vehicle to go along with it. It'll be offered in 3 trims, like I said in my previous video. The L, the LE, and the XLE. And then the wheel options will range from a 17-inch steel wheel to an 18-inch alloy wheel on the XLE. All models will have an optional power moonroof, as well as a single or dual zone climate control. And then all grades will receive standard heating and air conditioning for the passenger vents. So if you're carrying a lot of passengers with you or your kids, they'll have some comfort back there, which is pretty nice. Softex seating is available, as well as a 10-way power adjustable driver's seat with lumbar and heated seats. In the rear, 60-40 split is available on all trims. And then the XLE model will have a center armrest with 2 cup holders. And then the Toyota Corolla Cross will also have an available power tailgate. Toyota also talked about their hybrid system a little bit, which can send 50% of the power to the rear wheels when it's needed, and then it'll completely disengage when it's not. This is supposed to help with the fuel economy. It also has a nice suspension as well. Fully independent for the all-wheel drive models, and then the front-wheel drive models will have a brand new torsion beam in the rear as well. This car will get 32 combined MPG from the front-wheel models, and then 30 combined MPG for the all-wheel drive models. And then, I don't know who would be towing with their Corolla Cross, but it is rated to tow up to 1,500 pounds. Base models will get a 7-inch display, and then 8-inch will get an 8-inch display. And of course, they'll have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. There's also going to be wireless charging standard on the LE and XLE. And then they'll introduce an optional JBL sound system, which is 9 speakers. In my previous video, I said that they would probably do this, and I'm glad that one was right. And then all grades, of course, will come with the Toyota Safety Sense standard as well. Blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert are standard on the LE and XLE, and then front and rear parking assists are standard on the XLE. So overall, it seems like a pretty decently packaged vehicle. It's not that interesting, but it'll sell because it's Toyota reliability. People want a bigger Corolla, and it's also bigger than the Corolla hatch, which is actually smaller than the sedan. So it's pretty smart that they put this vehicle in the US lineup. And also the CHR sucks. So yeah. The next car we got information about was the GR86. So as we know, it has the 2.4-liter naturally aspirated engine at about 2,800 pounds, producing 205 horsepower. 228 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. And Toyota said that the power boost will come from increased bore size as well as intakes into exhaust system. This engine is derived from Subaru, as we know, but Toyota did put their dual injection technology on this engine as well for increasing performance. Drivers will have a choice of a 6-speed manual or automatic transmission, and in fact, the manual is actually faster than the automatic in 0 to 60 times. For the manual, it'll be 6.1 seconds, and then the automatic will be 6.6 seconds. But these are significant drops from the previous generation 8.6, which is pretty nice. One issue that many previous 8.6 owners, BRZ owners, have talked about was a torque dip from the car. And they kind of fixed it here. This generation car produces its peak torque at 3,700 RPMs, which is pretty good. The previous car hit max torque at 6,600 RPMs. So you had to rev the crap out of the car just to get some power out of it. The car will have a limited slip differential, and then it'll have a sport-tuned McPherson strut in the front, and then a double wishbone in the rear. So yeah, this is going to get around corners pretty well compared to its competition. And then the lower grades will have a 17-inch wheel on Michelin Primacy, and then the premium grade will have 18-inch wheels on Michelin Pilot Sports. And of course, as I said before, it's available in 2 grades, 7 exterior colors, and then the red color that we see is named Track Bread. Get it? Track Bread. They kind of forced the name of the color, but it is what it is. The premium grades will come with a ducktail spoiler, which I'll try to put up here. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of this ducktail spoiler because it feels a bit redundant. Because the lower grades have a ducktail spoiler that's already built into the vehicle. So it kind of feels like a double ducktail spoiler shenanigans thing kind of going on. The front seats will have deep bucket seats with bolsters. And the premium grade will have Alcantara and leather inserts as well. And then the 7-inch display that they've been showing off will have 3 modes with normal, sport, and track modes. I think these are like custom to like the actual display. So like you could probably have like the car in normal, and then like the display showing like track mode, if you know what I'm saying. In track mode, you'll get readouts of the gear, engine speed, water temperature, and also oil temperature. And then there'll also be a standard 8-inch touchscreen with 6 speakers, and then 8 speakers on the premium model. What they should have probably just put like one of their JBL systems in this premium model instead of just 8 random speakers, because the sound system was a complaint in the previous generations, but it is what it is. And then only the automatic versions will come with the safety standard, which is basically Subaru EyeSight that includes pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise control, pre-collision throttle management, lane departure warning, sway warning, lead vehicle start alert, cruise control, and also high beam assist. And then the last vehicle Toyota revealed that's going to be a part of their lineup probably in like 2022 is the bZ4X. And it's part of their plan to introduce 15 electric vehicles by 2025. It's about the size of a RAV4, and it's jointly developed with Subaru, who made their Solterra. In the pictures coming from the show, it didn't seem to have its yoke, which was shown in like the pre-concept pictures, which is nice because I kind of like the traditional steering wheel. And then it's also going to come standard with all-wheel drive, which is pretty cool. In terms of performance, this also means it's going to have dual motors, most likely, because one motor is going to power the front wheel and then one motor in the rear. I wonder how much horsepower it'll have. I'm thinking they would probably go something like around the RAV4 Prime in power, but I would also think that they would want to make it cheap, so like it's more of an everyday electric vehicle. But I'm not sure how. But they would have to put like a really small battery in there, which would reduce range and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting in what they could come out with when this is actually ready for production. And I'll also have a more focused video on this uploaded pretty soon. There's also a more focused video on the GR86, which I also uploaded as well that you can watch. Those are all the cars that Toyota revealed for this event. And I think they're going to be pretty valuable in the lineup. Of course, the Corolla Cross, that's going to sell like 100 units a year because it's a Corolla. Toyota, of course. The Toyota GR86 is a sports car. We all love our sports cars here, and Toyota needs performance in their lineup because the rest of their vehicles are kind of blandish. The bZ4X, it's going to be the future of Toyota, and probably what we're going to see in the next 3 to 4 years on the road commonly. So it's a lot of good stuff that came out of this event. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. share, subscribe, do all that sort of thing. And thanks for watching. Peace.